But this is Ted, and this is your 1965 Mercury Park Lane Convertible. And can you tell us about your car, Ted?
I got her 5 years ago out of Tucson, Arizona. I had it shipped up here. The car basically was not really rough, but needed work.
Okay.
The interior is all original. The interior was never touched.
Oh, wow. Headliner and carpet as well?
The carpet is original. I had a new top put on it a year ago.
Oh, headliner. Hello.
And you know, and a buddy of mine that he's here at the show roaming around, but he did a lot of the fabrication that was down here on the lower quarters.
Okay.
And he did all the paint work, and it did a remarkable job, beautiful job.
The paint is just, looks like you could just dive in and go swimming.
Yeah.
And I love your Mercury emblem. I saw the hat in the back seat with the same Mercury emblem, as well as your TWA. Are you a member of the Royal Ambassador Club?
No, it's something that, you know, I always was fond of TWA,
yes,
even as a kid.
Yeah.
And I wanted something that's going to be period with the car.
Okay. And are these colors, is this what it would have looked like new? Same color?
No, as a matter of fact, the original color was a sand beige.
Okay.
And the previous owner changed the color down in Tucson. And she came up to St. Louis black.
Wow. And I'm just going to wander around, and I don't know that I've ever seen, when I think of Mercury, I think of the wagon.
Right.
But Colony Park, but I don't know that I've ever seen a Park Lane. I've probably seen it, but never really paid attention. And it has a lot of lines similar to a Lincoln.
It does.
Yeah.
Especially at the front end.
Yes. Wow. And there's the Mercury logo again. And we'll get to the interior in a minute. And I'd love to see the motor here in a minute.
Sure.
I just want to go down the side. And do you know how long it is by chance?
I know it's over 18 feet.
Okay. Because your garage or?
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah.
no, my garage is deep enough.
Yeah. And you got the curb feelers. Boy, oh boy. And is the mirror remote from the inside?
Only on the driver's side.
Okay.
The passenger side is manual.
Yes. The only reason I ask is because it was such a unique item.
Right.
So.
Right.
And this is just beautiful, the bright work here on the fenders. And wow, man, so many things I've never seen before. And you live in Missouri?
Yes.
And is there ever an issue with having the Arizona plate?
Oh, that's an Amazon special.
Yeah, okay. I didn't notice, is the rear one Missouri?
Yes, the rear one's Missouri, and the reason why I wanted to run that is because it's the same colors.
Yes.
As the 65 Missouri plate that's on the back of the car.
Yeah, the red with the white. Yeah. And can we look at the inside before we look at the engine?
Sure.
I always like to ask permission before I start opening doors. And before I started the video, you were saying the interior with the bucket seats makes it even more rare than it.
Yes.
So here's your control for the driver's mirror.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like the T-Bird seat. Is that
pretty close?
Yeah.
Pretty close.
And does it have that boulevard ride when you drive down the road? It just smooth as silk?
It depends what your definition of smooth as silk.
Okay. So it's not all that smooth?
It is. You know, I guess back then they say, yeah, it was a smooth ride.
Yeah.
Compared to what we have now.
Yes. Is the driver's seat a swing away?
No.
Rotate?
No.
Oh, I saw the base and I thought maybe. And the miles, is it 100,000 and 1800, or did you, when you had it restored, did you zero it out?
It was zeroed out. I've got about 1,800 miles on the rebuilt engine.
Yes. And can we see the engine?
Sure, of course.
Oh, can I open the door just to shoot
go ahead.
the tag? Boy, that paint.
The paint work and the body work was done at Hartman's.
Wow. And the orange you said is factory?
That's factory.
Yeah. And I don't think I've ever seen an orange engine. I haven't seen many Mercury, so I probably never paid that much attention. And I see a Super Marauder 390.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there. Now, would that have been factory, or is
Yes. No, that's factory.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's what I loved back then. They put so much detail in everything.
They did. They took pride.
Yes.
So the prayer made no sense. And I said,
And would this have been factory, or would it have looked differently?
Okay, the factory tank was pretty well rotted out.
Okay.
And so I went online, and when I got the aluminum radiator,
Yes.
I got the aluminum purge tank to go with it.
Okay.
To match.
Yeah, because I remember the Ford and Mercury and Lincoln had a different tank, so I figured as much. And how is it's a heavy car? So how is the when you accelerate? How is it, or
It's got acceleration.
does it good?
Yeah. And you can watch the gas gauge go down too.
Yeah, pass anything but a gas station, huh?
Exactly.
Yes. And can we see the trunk just to see how big it is?
Sure.
And what is your favorite feature of the car, Ted?
You know, it all melds together. I guess
Yes.
I really don't have a particular favorite,
Yes.
but you know, it's I just love it. I love it.
Well, that is a big deck lid. And we'll get your Missouri plate as well. Wow, that is nicely detailed. That is impressive.
Yeah, I tried to pay attention to the detail on it.
Yes. Nicely done. And here's the 1965 Missouri plate.
And that's the original. This over in Lake Havasu, that's where the car was purchased.
Oh, okay.
You know, from Bradley.
Yeah. Anything we should cover before we wrap things up, Ted?
Unless you have other questions.
No. And I'm glad to see the American flag on there.
Oh,
Looks
yes.
beautiful.
Never show a car without it.
Yes.
Never.
Well, Ted, thank you so much for showing us and telling us the story behind your 1965 Mercury Park Lane.
I do thank you, Tom. I appreciate it.
You bet.